Hi, welcome back to Brant Ranch Garage and Bakery. Today we're going to be making kolaches. My dad was a rural mail carrier when I was a young kid, and the people on his route were mostly Czech immigrants, and at Christmas time they would bake us the most wonderful, delicious treats and put them in the mailbox for Dad. So I've tried to recreate that feeling for all my life. I've tried this recipe at least 3 times, and the most recent time was at Easter time, and this year, and they were edible, but they just didn't turn out right. And to be honest, I have issues with rising dough. I don't think I've had real success with rising dough since we had a bread machine in the 90s. So we're going to give this a try. My friend Chris's birthday's this week, and so I told her I would make her some kolaches for her birthday. So the first step is we are going to zest this lemon, which, you know, sounds much nicer than grind the skin off and eat it. So here we go. This is going to be a all-day thing. I don't think that I think I was unsuccessful last time because I did the first raise in the refrigerator overnight, and it really didn't work, and so I was out of luck from then on, to be honest. So we're going to do it old school, spend the day, and see how this will turn out. This is probably the critical step I messed up before. It says Add flour until you have a workable dough. And I think I added too much last time. So I think I'm right. I don't know. It's kind of making a ball in there. I'm not sure. I think I should add a little bit more. That's definitely more right. It's picking it up off the sides and making a dough ball. I think we're right. I might go with that. We'll see. Still not confident. My sister told me to leave it a little wet. So I'm gonna go with this and see what happens. I think it's all right. Got 1 more minute to knead, and then I think we're set up for the first rise. Sorry. Behold what I have made. The next possible point of failure is I'm supposed to put this in a warm, draft-free place. My house is warm, but there's very little places that are draft-free. I'm going to just set it on the kitchen table, a dining room table, and hope for the best. This rise lasts 3 hours. Okay, it has raised for 3 hours, And the next step is we're supposed to punch it down and knead it a little bit and then put it back to raise for another 75 minutes. So here goes, we're gonna punch it down. It did get bigger. I wouldn't say doubled, but it's puffy-ish. Oh, that's kind of fun right there. Okay, that's still pretty springy. This is different. This is different than last time, so maybe it'll work. Okay, going to put it back in there, cover it up, and 75 minutes. Okay, so the traditional toppings that you put into kolaches are from this recipe. They have poppy seed, love that. Prune, really isn't bad. Apricot, blueberry, I'm not sure that's technically one because I've never had a blueberry kolache. And cherry, of course. My kids wanted, also cream cheese. My kids wanted cream cheese and cherry, and so that's what I made last time. Chris asked for apricot, and so I was able to find some dried apricots at the store, and I'm going to give that one a try. I just bought cherry pie filling for the cherries. So we're going to be making cherry and apricot. And right now I'm going to start making the apricot topping. Now, she lists recipes for all the toppings, but I discovered last time that these are for if you're making all of them the same. So we ended up with lots of extra. So this time I'm going to half the recipe because we're only going to make half of them apricot. 1 cup. Looking for 6 ounces and this was 5, so we'll throw in a couple more for this one. Very close. Okay, so we have simmered our orange juice soaked apricots. And it says we're supposed to use a food processor to puree them. I do not have a food processor. I have a blender that has a button that says puree on it. So I think that's going to work. Hope. I squoze the lemon and have its juice, and so I'm going to put that in the blender. Spill a little bit. Okay, and they give the option of using brown sugar, and so whenever I can, I use brown sugar because I like it. Okay, see how this turns out. It's really sticky. I don't know what's going to make. Okay, all right, kind of cavitated, but I helped it along a little bit. We're getting some goo. Don't do this while it's running. I learned that the hard way. Getting the churning that I want. I want churning. It's probably okay though. I mean, you could use this. Not very much. I'm worried that I didn't. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. It just won't make grenade. Well, it is what it is. think that's kind of effectively pureed. I'm going to put this in the fridge and check on the dough. Okay, they raised again. The dough raised again. We punched it down, divided it in half, and kneaded it slightly. We're letting it rest for 5 more minutes, and then we're going to cut it into rounds, place them on the sheet, and let it rise for another hour. Okay, we're going to roll them out, the balls of dough, out a 1/2 inch thick. We're going to cut them with this glass, which is about 2.5 inches around. And then we're going to put them on here, and then we're going to let them raise for another hour. Okay, we got to raise for another hour. Okay, they have raised for an hour. They don't honestly look too much different, but it is what it is, right? Next step is I'm going to put the little dents in and then brush them with the egg wash and add the toppings. And then we're in the oven. Bake them at 375 for 12 minutes or thereabouts. Okay, so everybody's happy there. They're kind of filling themselves in. Okay, egg wash. Not really trying to get it inside, but kind of is doing that on its own. Does anybody know what an egg wash is for? Does it make it brown different or something? Getting a little crowded. Right. Apricots are sticky. Okay, going in the oven. Okay, they're done according to the thermometer. They have reached 180 degrees internally. They look okay, you know, they don't look like I remember. They're much taller. And not the same shape, but I don't know, they're better than what the last batch turned out. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to transfer them over to the cooling rack. Oops. I wanted to see if it burned on the bottom. I'm ridiculous. The dogs like it. Get out of there. Okay. There is the final product, and I'm going to call it sort of a success. I will put the recipe that I used in the comments, and you know, if you try it, let me know how it turns out. These are still kind of a little different than I remembered, but I'm sure they'll taste just fine. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care.